How healthy do you think you are? Are you destined for an early grave? Do you often get sick or not feel 100%? Imagine what it would be like to dramatically improve your health and do it with minimal effort. What if you could feel confident that you are doing all you can to avoid diseases and cancers? Do it with no diets, eat all the pizza and burgers you like while maintaining your health? Do it with minimal exercise? We tell you all this and more. We explain about dietary supplements and show you which ones are best. So how about it? Are you ready to start feeling healthier, looking younger, increasing your energy and sleeping better? Then let's begin. What is health? To understand what health is, we must start with an understanding of what our bodies are. To put it simply, we are mud. What is mud? Dirt and water. That's exactly what we are. In fact, everything living is at least 70% water. The rest of the body is made up of the same materials found in dirt. Things like calcium, magnesium, carbon, and many other minerals. So these elements combine in the body to make what are called living cells. Millions of cells group together to form tissue, organs, and systems that make up your whole body. In fact, your body is the product of about 100 trillion living cells. These cells in your body do not live forever. Some cells live for as little as a few weeks, like your taste buds, and others live for years, like your brain cells. Fortunately, before these cells die, they duplicate themselves. In fact, you can get an entirely new body almost every year. It is processes like these that start to reveal what health really is. It has nothing to do with how fit you are. It has everything to do with how well your body is maintaining its systems, from a cellular level. Your cells are replicating all the time, but in order for them to do this, they need a full spectrum of essential nutrients to be available to them. If a cell does not have all it needs to replicate properly, then the copy that it produces degenerates. This process is what causes our health to deteriorate. Things sag, hearing gets worse, reaction time slow. You know, getting old. All because cell replication is getting worse and worse over time. The thing is, the less efficient your body is in running these types of systems, the faster you will age. So if we imagine that the body is a car engine, then we can think of health as how badly do we need to add oil, tune it up, or even repair it. Health is all about keeping your engine running at optimal efficiency. So let's take a look at the 3 things that we can do to improve and maintain great health. Step 1. Drink water, eliminate toxins. It does not really take a rocket scientist to realise that if our bodies are made up of at least 70% water, then a major key to being healthy is drinking water, does it? You cannot live more than a week without water. It is essential that you drink enough water every day. As a good rule, we suggest you consume around 1 litre of water for every 30 kilograms of your body weight. Any less than this, and you may start suffering from dehydration symptoms such as sore joints, headaches, and many more. Here are some practical tips on how best to consume water. You should not drink over half a litre at a time. Any more than that and your body cannot process it. Don't be too worried about how clean the water is either. Don't waste all your money on expensive bottled water from the store. Any water is better than no water. In order to illustrate why bottled water is not that great an advantage over your tap water, we need to discuss the second element of step 1, toxins. Toxins are all the things that your body does not like, need, or want in its engine. Did you know that there are more toxins in 1 can of cola than in 100,000 litres of the average American tap water? Toxins are everywhere. We can intake toxins by 3 main methods. The first is breathing them in. There is not much that can be done here to limit this except making sure you avoid overly toxic areas, and of course, if you must be in a toxic area, take appropriate action to filter what you breathe. Secondly, we intake toxins from touch. This is probably the simplest form of toxic intake to control. We are all aware of the germs and toxins that reside on surfaces. Simply by touching things, we can absorb the toxins straight into our system. Obviously, the simplest way to avoid this is by wearing appropriate protective clothing when working with toxic surfaces and chemicals. Thirdly is toxins that enter our body through the mouth. This is not limited to food either. People consume all sorts of things like cigarettes, drugs and alcohol. Certainly not all food is toxic, but most is. It may surprise you to know that you can smoke and be healthy. Here's the theory why. Basically, imagine your body has a built-in trash can that's sole job is to collect all the toxins that come into your body. The body can process a certain amount of toxins and dispose of them every day. In fact, the body could process approximately 5 to 10 cigarettes worth of toxins a day. Problem is, once the limit is reached, the excess toxins simply build up in the body with little hope of escape. Everything you eat has toxins in it. Even your vegetables are sprayed with toxic chemicals. There are too many toxins to mention that are found in different foods, so in the interest of time, let's focus on the worst one: sugar. Did you know that almost everything you find in the supermarket contains sugar? Why is sugar so bad, you ask? It deforms bone structure, causing havoc with your teeth and bones. It suppresses your immune system so you get sicker more often and for longer. It reduces your absorption rate of nutrients from your food. It is addictive and much more. A practical tip is to look at the ingredients of all the products you buy and try to select the ones with the least amount of sugar. If at all possible, completely remove it from your diet. Fortunately, burgers and pizza are low in sugar, so it's not like we are telling you to cut all the good stuff out. This is without a doubt the hardest part of becoming healthy. Why? Because you're addicted. Don't believe it? Try cutting out all the sugar for 1 week and wait and see how much you crave it. It is a good idea to go on a detox diet every now and then to help clear out your system. Detoxing is a topic we cover in an article on our blog, if you wish to know more about it. Step 2. Exercise right. The very thought of exercise has made people give up on the idea of being healthy. Breathe a sigh of relief, for we're here to tell you that simply moving your whole body for 20 minutes a day is all you need to maintain health. A study 10 years ago found that couch potatoes lived an average of 10 years longer than elite athletes. The reason is that exercise plays a very important part in assisting your cells in doing the work we discussed earlier in the tutorial. Our body has what is called a circulatory system. The circulatory system is like a waiter in a restaurant, and your cells are the customers sitting at a table. The cells need food brought to them by the waiter, and when they are done, they need another waiter to take the rubbish away. This is your lymphatic system. However, this waiter is lazy. He doesn't move unless you do, hence the need for exercise. When you move your body, you force this lazy waiter to do his job properly. In order for both these systems to do their job every day, you need about 20 minutes of full body movement. If you want to get fit or lose weight faster, then a lot more exercise is needed. But before you head down to the gym, be warned, exercise can be bad for your health. There are two main reasons why exercise can be bad. First, if you exercise the wrong way, you can cause an injury. For example, jogging is horribly bad for your joints. Every time you come down on your heel, you send a shockwave through your body. To counteract this damage, it is much better if you only jog on the balls of your feet, like when you sprint. The second reason exercise is bad is perspiring. When you perspire, you expel precious minerals, so the more you exercise, the more you need to replace them. If you don't replace any of the minerals, then you are just exercising yourself towards an earlier grave. Hence why elite athletes are dying young. So with that, it's time to explain the best way to replace those minerals and other things your body needs to operate properly by using supplementation. Step 3. Give the body what it needs. Before we discuss supplementation, we need to discuss why we are not getting adequate nutrition from the foods we eat. Did you know that there are about 90 different essential nutrients you need every day? 60 minerals, as well as other vitamin, amino acids and fatty acids. If you eat a lot of vegetables and nuts, chances are that you will be getting most of your vitamins, amino acids and fatty acids. But I can guarantee that you are not getting anywhere near all your minerals. Why, you ask? Well, when a plant grows in the dirt, it can produce all of its own vitamins, amino acids and fatty acids from what it gets out of the air and from the sun. But the only way that the plant can get its minerals is from the soil. Ever wondered why farmers use fertilizer? When you grow plants in virgin soil, it will probably have many minerals in it. But each time that you grow something, it takes out those minerals. After a couple of years, there will be almost no minerals left for the plant and it will not grow properly, if at all. One day, someone worked out that you can add back just 3 elements of the 60 odd that you should, and the plant will still grow and look healthy. It will be mineral depleted, but it will look healthy. See, farmers get paid by volume and weight and not by quality. A farmer could add all the minerals back in the soil instead of just 3, but he would not get any more money and his costs would skyrocket. So he doesn't. Farmers get next to nothing for what they grow as it is. By the way, you probably know what these 3 elements are, don't you? NPK. Nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. The standard fertilizer mix. So what are minerals? Minerals come from rocks, but can be in several forms. Metallic minerals are literally just rocks. You can eat the minerals in this way if you want to, but it is in a form that your body has great difficulty in absorbing. In fact, you will only be able to absorb 5 to 10% of the minerals you eat. The other form of minerals are colloidal minerals. Metallic minerals can be used by plants. Plants take these minerals and convert them to colloidal minerals. Colloidal minerals can be recognized by our bodies. You absorb 90 to 95% of the minerals in this form. This is important to remember when we talk about supplements later. So the best way to get minerals is from plants who process them from soil. So even though we now know that nutrient levels in vegetables are low, it is still interesting to know what the best way to extract nutrition from vegetables is. The answer may surprise you. Don't eat vegetables. Yes, that's right. A health tutorial just told you to not eat vegetables. To get the most out of your vegetables, you should drink them. Did you know that in your digestive process of removing the fibre from the vegetable, you lose up to 70% of the nutrients? However, if you juice the vegetables and drink them, you only lose 5 to 10% of the goodness. You should also not cook your vegetables. If you cook them, you kill them. How about you jump in a pot of boiling water for 20 minutes and tell me how you feel? Drinking a lot of vegetable juice is very good for you, but you still aren't going to get anywhere near as many minerals as you need. It is for these reasons that our recommendation for adequate nutrition is to introduce a really high quality supplement into your diet. There are several things that you need to look for in a supplement because they vary greatly in effectiveness. First, you must make sure that it is a colloidal based and not metallic based. This means you can absorb and use more of the minerals. Next, we think the best form that a supplement can come in is in a chewable tablet that is sealed individually. Supplements should be chewed to coat in a saliva to make it easier for your body to process. If they are sealed individually, it is protected and preserved for much longer. Other forms that supplements come in are not as good. Liquids lose a lot of their goodness after being open for a couple of days. Tablets you swallow can be hard to get down, especially for children, and sometimes can pass through your system without dissolving. Powders are the second best option if you can't get individually sealed chewable tablets. Make sure you read the directions properly when mixing the powder with water or juice, and make sure it is the right amount, and take a mouthful at a time. Finally, you need to make sure that the supplement contains at least several dozen minerals, not just 5 or 10. We recommend what we have found to be the best quality supplements on the market as well as the best value. It's called Choose for Health, and we invite you to watch the product video to see why it is the best. With these 3 steps, you will find yourself on the fast track to health. It truly is simple when you begin to understand that the body is just trying to do a job, and we just need to let it. Everything else will take care of itself. To summarize, the steps are: Step 1. Reduce the amount of toxins entering your body while drinking the correct amount of water daily. Step 2. Do at least 20 minutes of low impact, full body exercise daily. And Step 3. Give the body what it needs and supply it with all essential nutrients. That's it. Enjoy a healthy life. For more information on any of these topics and more related to improving your health, visit our free blog at any time located at www.healthy123.net/blog.